In this segment, I'll walk you through how to crochet this little foam bag. For the video, I'm using a 2mm round cotton yarn paired with a 5.5mm hook. We'll begin at the very bottom of the bag, starting with our first round. Let's chain up and join it into a ring. Round 1, let's go. Chain 3 stitches to begin. We'll count those 3 chains as our first double crochet. Now, yarn over and work 15 double crochets right into the center of that ring. Perfect! You've just completed all 15 double crochets. Now, give that center ring a gentle tug to close it up. Because this cotton yarn has a nice, crisp feel, you may want to give it a slightly firmer pull as you go. That completes our first round. Now, we'll slip stitch into the top of that third starting chain. Ready for round 2? For round 2, let's begin with another chain 3. Count those as our first double crochet. Now, work 2 double crochets right into the next stitch. Yarn over and work another double crochet right there in the same stitch. Now, move to the next stitch and work 3 double crochets into it. 1, 2, 3, nice and even. Now, in the next stitch, work just 2 double crochets. We'll count them out loud to keep track. 1, and 2. Take a quick peek at your work. You'll notice our little rhythm is 2, 3, 2. Now, in the next stitch, work just 1 double crochet. The pattern for round 2 is simply to repeat that sequence. 2, 3, 2, 1. Just keep working your way around like this. Next up, let's work 3 double crochets. And for the very last stitch of the round, simply work 2 double crochets to finish it off. Alright, and that wraps up our second round. On the third stitch, just work 1 slip stitch to join it together. Now let's move on to our third round. Just like before, start by chaining 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. If you're just starting out, feel free to place a stitch marker in that third chain to keep your place. To begin the round, work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Into the next stitch, that's our second one, and into the following stitch, that's our third. Perfect, 3 double crochets complete. For the next stitch, we'll work a front post treble crochet. The hook will wrap around the post of the stitch below. Let me show you how it looks. Normally, we just insert the hook straight into the stitch, but for a front post treble crochet, we wrap the hook around the post of the stitch below. To get started, yarn over twice. 1, 2, so you'll have 2 loops on your hook. Next, move over to the following stitch and wrap your hook around the post of the stitch below it. Let me walk you through it. Yarn over and pull that loop through the front 2 loops on your hook. Just 1 loop through. Yarn over again and pull through the front 2 loops. Then yarn over once more to draw through the last 2 loops. And there you go. 1 front post treble crochet complete. Now, we'll work 7 double crochets normally into the next stitch. Just work 1 double crochet here. Go ahead and work 7 double crochets into the space. 7 double crochets complete. Now let me show you how to work the next front post treble crochet along the edge. Yarn over twice, move to the following stitch, and wrap your hook around its post. Yarn over and pull through, then draw that loop through the front 2 loops on your hook. Wrap the yarn over and pull it through the front 2 loops. Then wrap again and draw it through the remaining 2 loops on the side. That's 1 outer front post double crochet all done. Now, let's work 7 double crochets right after that. With those 7 double crochets complete, wrap your yarn twice and work an outer front post double crochet into the next stitch. Then, work 7 more double crochets. Just a quick reminder that we'll be making 4 of these textured stitches in total this round. Alright, here's our 4th one. Follow it with 7 more double crochets to keep the pattern going. Perfect. That's our 4th outer front post double crochet. Nice and steady. Now, for the last 3 stitches of the round, just work a double crochet in each one. Great, those 3 double crochets are all set. Now, for our final stitch, let's wrap the yarn and draw it through to join the round with a slip stitch. And just like that, our 3rd round is complete. Moving forward into the main body of the bag, we'll simply repeat the same pattern we just worked. Keep working until the bag reaches your desired length. Once you're happy with it, let's move on to the final round. Start by chaining 3, count them with me. 1, 2, 3, and then work 3 double crochets into that same first chain. Perfect, those 3 double crochets are all set. Now, let's work 1 outer front post double crochet right after that. Now we're starting the handle. Let's chain 15 stitches together. Count along with me. 1, 2, 3. Keep going until you reach 15. Wonderful, your foundation chain is all done. Skip those 7 double crochets in the middle and work another outer front post double crochet into the next stitch. That'll give your handle the perfect little bridge to connect. Great, that takes care of this side of the handle. Now, let's work 7 double crochets across this section. Once those are done, we'll move on to an outer post double crochet. We'll skip the 7 double crochets in the middle and instead work 15 chain stitches. Next, just work 1 outer post double crochet. Finally, complete the last 3 double crochets. Once that's all done, let's secure it with a slip stitch. You don't need to cut the yarn just yet. We'll keep working to make a longer version of this pouch, perfect for shoes. Just continue and chain stitches until it reaches about 3.5 to 4 feet long. Feel free to measure it as you go. Once the pouch is done, head over to the opposite side. Count 7 stitches across and find the middle one, counting 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where we'll work our slip stitch. Now, go ahead and cut your yarn. And just like that, your pouch is complete. Once you're happy with it, weave in the loose end with a tapestry needle to keep everything neat. Just weave those ends inside the bag and go ahead and tuck in a few extra stitches to keep everything secure. Once your main piece is complete, feel free to add your own little personal touch. I saw one of my students add some lovely colorful buttons, or you could pick up some pretty decorative ribbons like the ones in the reference photo. Even simpler, more relaxed trims work just as well. And remember, this is your chance to let your creativity shine. Go ahead and make it truly your own.